Good afternoon. It is Patrick Walker. It is Monday, November 13th, 2017, and I wanted to do a video for you. You can say, what's this video about? Well, it's a couple of things. It's a video that educates you on what we do at missionwinners.com, and it's documentation of what we look for in chart patterns. I'm an IBD meetup co-leader in St. Louis. I love teaching people on investing. I love teaching people about what to look for in stocks. I'm big on clean and simple. If it's a pattern that's too tough to see, guess what? Maybe we'll see it and nobody else will. So I'm going to rock and roll with these. These aren't all of them, but these were some of the simpler ones. Some of these worked out really well. Nothing works every time. The other portion that to me is very important is we always limit losses. So we're going to go through here. Tesla, we're going to start with Tesla. I've got about 10 of these to do. Tesla just had a clean downward sloping trend line right there. Downward sloping pattern. You can just see it if you connect the tops right here. I'm going to do it for you. It's nothing too fancy. Just connecting these tops. Takes out this spot right here above this downward sloping trend line. I always tell people this. People talk with their mouths and vote with their pocketbooks. Folks, right there, downward sloping trend line. It's above the 50-day. It's above the 20-day. It's right at the 8-day. Lifts through this line right here on a big pickup in volume. It's exactly what you want to see. And the stock moved on up. So you can say, Pat, what'd you buy it for? Well, say we bought it for $355, $356. Runs all the way up to $386. You sell some into strength. And guess what? We did. We sold some off for almost a 30-point profit. It starts to fall. We sell some going down. And when it loses the 8-day, we sell the rest off. And you can say, well, gosh, that's not that great. Well, if you buy it for around 350 right in here at around 356, and you sell some off for around 366, that's still 10 points on your last shares. I'll take 10 points, but some of it we were selling off up here. You could say, why did you sell it up here? And by the way, I can document it. I can pull out the old trades if you want me to on the trading platform. You could say, Patrick, why would you sell up here? Double tops. See the top there and the top here? I'm going to scroll back in time. Watch this. This is what you're looking at. You can say, well, gosh, that's here, here. Double tops. I told people in missionwinners.com, sell some into this strength. And we did. Next day it gaps down, does this, boom, the rest of it gone. That's how we run it. And that's one we did. Here's another one we've done. ACLS right here, taking out around $25.20 a share. We're in this stock, lifting through this line. Leading group, leading stock, does it on a pickup in volume that day. And what's it do? Marches up the 8-day. Loses the 8-day, but it stays above the 20-day. We've sold some into strength. And you know what we do, folks? We just let it work. We let it work and we see where it goes. So you're in there at a little over 25, and here it is trading near 35. 10 over 25, do the math. That's what we did. That's what we're in. We still own it. Google, we picked up Google right here, going through here. And it marched up the line. Starts to fall. We sell some off into strength. You can see, what was this good for? This was good for, believe it or not, this was good for some of it for 55 to 60 points. Just grinding on up the 8-day. It's simple. It's a max list stock. It's what we look for. That's what we do. Did we catch this huge gap up? No. I will not own a stock unless I have a huge gain through earnings, because I've seen the other side of the coin, like Priceline. But it looks fine. But we made good money on it, 50 to 60 points. That's what we do. Lam Research, in right here. This was on the key list. Every night I put out the key list on missionwinners.com. Just lifts on up. There was other entries in this, but here's just a recent entry. Marches on up on a pickup in volume, pulls back, it's hugging in there. You could sell some into strength, losing the 8-day right there. See that right there where it lost the 8-day on a pickup in volume? You could sell some off. We sell some into strength. Why? Because you don't want to round trip it. There's Lam Research. Was on the key list. By the way, it's on the key list before it breaks out, not the day after. The day before, several days before. I might have the same stock on this list for days at a time waiting for it. I just want to alert the VIP members to what we're looking for. Netflix. Lifted through right here. You see this little lift off right in here. Lifted through off the 50-day, lifting through the 20-day, lifting through the 8-day. Off to the races. Runs up here. We could sell some into strength. And that's the way we do it. Netflix. It was on the key list. Solar Edge. We picked it up right here. I have it even marked. Look at that. Bought here. Bought here on volume. Look at it walk up the line. It's walking up the 8-day. We still own this. How can we sell it? It's rising above, it's above the rising 8 and above the rising 20. I'm almost done, by the way. I'm not going to bore you to death here. Here we go. Square. Looks nice. Picked it up right here. Entry price $29.17. We're in it. Looks what it does. Walks up the 8-day. Does this little shakeout here, but it bounces right off the 20-day. Because we have a good cushion, we can let some shares work. So we're in there at 29. It's almost $40. $11 on 29. Do the math. That's nice money. Without a lot of wild swinging. Leading groups, leading stocks, it's what we do. Boeing was on the key list right here, lifting through here. Look at the volume coming into it as it lifted through this clean and simple base. And it lifted on up. Now it's kind of meandered in there. That's where it's at. But again, that's a good entry. That's what we look for. I'm constantly focusing on entries that everybody can see. It increases the probabilities that they'll buy too. Boeing. Micron. There was an entry here. There's a little shelf here that it lifted through. Just working, moving around the 8-day. Micron has been on the key list, was on the key list, and it's been on the key list a couple of different times. The key list are the stocks that I'm keying on and that the VIP members are keying on also to buy. It's what we're looking for. By the way, we'll do some with ETFs too. Here's Teradyne. We picked up Teradyne right here, leading group, marching up the line. You can say, whoa, you held that through earnings? We had a good profit, so we can let some work. We sold some into strength. You let some work. Are we still in it? Yes. Why? It's walking up the 8-day. I'm really big on routines. I tell people this a lot. Ted Williams took batting practice the year he batted 400. We look at charts. We find clean and simple patterns that we can participate in. That's Teradyne. We got one more to go here. YY. Little shelf right here. Right in there. This was on the key list, and it marched on up. Got a little loose in here. You sell some into strength, loses the 8-day. You could sell some more, bounces up, loses the 8-day here decisively on a pickup in volume. You take the rest out. You can say, well, what do you get in there? So you get in there around $83. You sell some off between $92 and $95. That's nice. Falls down, goes back up. You sell the rest off, we'll say for $91. That's 9 points. Simple. That's what we do. These are some of the things that we've done. Some of them we're still in. Some of them we've sold. Our goal is to make money. Are we going to make money on every investment that we do? No. Anybody who says that's a liar. But if we can have a clean and simple entry, it will give us a clean and simple exit if we're wrong. That's what we do at missionwinners.com. Every night, I email out a key list, the stocks that I'm interested in buying the next day. That's what I look for. I wanted to share with you. I hope it helps you. I hope you all have a good, safe night and stay warm out there. And again, I'm just thankful for the ability to work for you. Take care, and I hope you all have a good night. And I thank you.